Hello, my name is Eduardo Barrientos, and today I will be discussing the leadership challenge of global business operation during the Iran war in the Middle East, especially how the war is affecting supply chains, labor, logistics, and organizational resiliencies as services around the world. So this topic is important because the war is not become more than just a regional conflict. It has become a business global issue. So according to New York Times article by Patricia Cohen this year, business leader around the world has realizing that they're operating in a riskier and more unpredictable environment than ever. So even if the war stop, the cost of doing business may remain higher because companies, supply chain, logistic, alternative routes that they need to do in order to provide services and inventory and different labors. So the first issue of this topic is changing the business operations. So in the past, many organizations have focused mostly on cost efficiency and the way they wanted to provide faster either products or deliver goods. However, the Iran war has shown everybody that the business now have to prepare with delayed higher costs and sudden interruptions like um, looking for alternative routes, looking for alternative supply chain, looking for alternative third party in order for them to adjust and provide the services that they require. The second issue is about, of course, shifting the logistic partners, employees that are being affected in these areas of the world, right? For example, the Strait of Hormuz, we know, is a major shipping route for oil and gas, but also to many other products, right? And is being blocked at this moment. So transportation is being a challenge. So in the article of New York Times, also to Patricia Cohen explained that basically now, for example, in Saudi Arabia, they have to use ground transportation to route all the products that they used to have before through the Hormuz, through Kuwait, Qatar, Bahrain, and countries that are around the area. And in this process, it's of course most costly for them, and it's also require companies to have third parties that they didn't have before, drivers, and different regional systems that create more challenge because while they are similar culture, there are different laws, there are different services, and there is different people that they have to change very often um, for every time that they made these changes. So this third issue is finding cost-efficient labor in this unpredictable environment, right? So when shipping, fuel, insurance, and security costs increase, organization may feel that they pressure to reduce labor costs. However, they have to then move work locations because they have to looking for different areas to provide the services. So they need to consider employee safety, employee labor, fair pay for training, cultural respect. So he make it difficult for the global leaders to do financial decision, but at the same time making sure that they made the right decision for the employees and the dignity of those employees. So this issue impact organization in several ways, right? So companies may experience longer delivery, time higher, freight costs, elevated energy costs increase, insurance expensive. So in this case, in the same article by New York Times, they explains that the Iran war has basically entered in a 6 month. So it's now marked a greater uncertainty because it was supposed to be a stop. There were supposed to be negotiations, and none of that have stopped the war, right? So these affecting the employees in the local area, the manager who have basically have to be prepared for changes every day, every month, every day of the week. So for leaders, this is a big challenge. So it is more complex because they have to look through this uncertainty and balance the profit, the safety of the employees, the efficiencies that they have to realize, and the resiliency to the business. And focus on cost may be damage trust, right? So a strong leader more be making sure that communicate honestly with their employees, stay calm under pressure, help employees to understand the purpose behind the difficult decisions that they have to make, which is also to make it more difficult as you're changing from different labors and different countries and different cultures in a short period of time. So the topic also includes diversity and complexity in the saying of business may work with different employees, driver, government agencies, government employees, many different countries, different language, culture, with different backgrounds. So the example that this article was giving about the rerouting to multiple countries in order to shipping equipment, it is a challenge because there is also too instability in the region with the current situation, and they need cultural intelligence in order to look into that. But they have to remain very with humility and respect to those that they have to work, even if it was third party, even if are employees. So from a biblical point of view, the leaders should respond with humility and taking care of people, right? The scripture teaches that we made at the image of God. So even if we're different and we had different culture and different languages, which mean you have to be looking for respect and the dignity of those people that we work with and the value of it, right? So Proverbs 11:14 teaches the importance of wise guidance, and Micah 6:8 about that we have to act with justice. So for servant leader, we need to making sure that we communicate truthfully with people, treat work fairly, and make decisions to protect people on our organization. So finally, in conclusion, the Iran war has showed that global leaders must be prepared to lead through uncertainty, major issues and changes every day through their business operation, shifting logistic and labor and partners, and finding different costs of ways to do things. But the main thing is making sure also to treat with ethical, make decisions, but also to looking for support and wisdom as a servant leader and as a Christian. You need to be looking for the guidance of the wisdom and justice and humility in respect to human, and asking God to help you through those difficult situations. These are the references that I use for this presentation. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support.